tell me how long I have. It says it's recording though. Alright. Got this guy in a freaking big new truck. He's like tailgating me. What does he want me to drive the speed limit or something? Doesn't he know I drive slow? I mean, unless I'm going through corners and I'm by myself, and then I drive fast. I'm kind of an electronics nerd. Once you start to learn principles behind how electronic things work, and you can relate them to physical things, like waves. You know, there's a wave on the water, you can see it. Well, there's an electrical wave goes through the air, brings you a radio signal. Same natural function is happening. It's a wave. Everything is waves. The whole universe is waves. That used to be a very hard concept for me to grasp, and I can't totally visualize it completely in all ways right now, but it's a lot easier than it used to be, and I get it now. And as an INTP, it seems like I've always had this ability to grasp complex things, you know, things with lots of parts. INTPs are called the system builders. You see, like, how everything works, you know, or some people just see, you know, oh, it's a thing, it works. Well, you know, there's 100 little things that got to work in order for the one big thing to work, like a car, right? That's why I'm a mechanic, and just, you can logically go through each thing. But so I've been conceptualizing the waves and frequencies and you know, light, and I got to thinking about LCD screens, LCD TVs. The LCD screen is on the smartphone, which is probably the most advanced technical piece of equipment on the planet, is your smartphone. You know, the ones they'll give you for free if you can't afford to buy a big fancy one, right? The LED is a light emitting diode. So the wave goes through and it lights up on the descending part of the electrical wave. That's used pulsed DC. It's like the drop from center to negative is what makes it light up. I'm not going to try and explain that because I don't know if I can right now. But there's a thing called timing, which determines frequency. And waves have frequency, obviously. So, are you still recording? Yes, we are. I'm going out to finish doing a timing belt and water pump on a Honda Civic, 2000 Honda Civic. Anyway, oh hey, look, Faggot McAirplane. Hey guys, what you doing? Going out to work on a car? Hey, thought I'd fly over in my faggoty little fuck plane and suck a dick. Fuck you, bitch. All right, back to what I was saying. Pardon my language there. When you see Satan fucking strutting in front of you, swinging his cock and fucking spitting at you, you should get mad. If you do not get mad, there's something wrong. Because we as human beings, we don't have to take that shit. We're the biggest, baddest things in the solar system. That's why aliens don't come here and, confront us. That's why these entities don't just pop right out and confront us on a regular basis unless they know we're already deluded and mental and weak. Then they might, I don't know. Then you just say that person's crazy. But anyway, LEDs. There's a timer circuit in an LED that pulses the DC so that the LED stays on. Well, LCD screens are a little different than LEDs. Both of them will adhere to the same thing. There's a frequency of power that's being generated to it. Now, when you put piezoelectric crystals, when you put electricity along the lines of force on a piezoelectric crystal, the crystal changes its shape. While, when the power is applied, it changes its shape so much, depending on the power supply, you take off the power, it changes back again. So you pulse the crystal really fast, and it vibrates, and it puts off a frequency of vibration. Now, there's also a phenomenon with coils. Coils put off electromagnetic waves when they're pulsed. It's one thing to have your car coil pulsing, and it's making an electromagnetic wave. It's at a low frequency. It's another thing to have EMF waves at ultra high frequency. And I'm not quite sure on the light part yet, but there's something to do with photoreceptors in our cells. For our skin, we see with our eyes, we think that's the only part of our body that takes in light. Your entire body takes in light and can see it in its own way. You can't look through your skin and visually see what's there, but your skin knows what's going on with the light frequencies that reach you. I have a point. And it's that the LCD screen. LCD is a liquid crystal display. And it's a whole lot of high frequency signals are transmitted into the crystal display at the same time. The processor, the computer inside, handles lots and lots of tasks at once. In order to make a little icon appear, there's got to be a few different frequencies going on. One setting the parameters for the top and bottom of the color, and then the brightness, and the shape, the line, the circle, whatever it may be. And as we all know, or should know, numbers are infinite. There really is such a thing as infinity. And it's in the infinitely small. You can cut something in half forever and it will never disappear. The LHC is a joke. Those guys are opening portals to other dimensions. They're not trying to find the smallest God particle. So anyway, the high frequency that's being the high frequency that's being wired into your LCD phone is creating an oscillation in the liquid crystal display, and the oscillation can be seen. And then you light it up, and then you can see what's going on in the liquid crystal, which is the colors, the shapes, the video you're watching, the text message you're sending, whatnot. But here's the thing that we all seem to gloss over, and that is that crystals are used for all kinds of things. They are transmitters of energy. Different kinds of crystals, when pulsed with power, will emit different kinds of energy. And as we, there's more than one kind of electricity. There's X-rays and there's gamma rays at the top of the spectrum, so they say. There's radio waves. Those are low. There's microwaves. Those are high, but they're not nearly as high as what's going on in the phones and stuff. There's an LCD screen on the back of this camera. They're everywhere. And they've pretty much done away with the cathode ray tube, which is probably bad too. But the LCD screen, it's a transmitter. It transmits light, colors, and shapes to your eyes. You also have another eye. It's right in the middle of your head, which is the most secured location on your body. If you had to stash something on you, it was the most important thing in the entire universe, and you had to protect it as best you could at all times, you'd put it right here in your chest or right here in your head, because nobody's going to get to those two places without you dying first. So, that's about as safe as you can keep anything. And that's your pineal gland, and they call it the third eye because it has a lens and a cornea. And it as we know, or you should know, if you live in America and you consider yourself an intelligent adult, there's a thing called the electromagnetic spectrum, and scientists are telling us everything's in that. Light, radio, all of it. It's all in there. The light we see is just a different frequency of the radio wave that's coming, or the microwave that's cooking your food. And at different frequencies, waves do different things. And different crystals radiate different types of energy when powered with a frequency, or pulsed, as we might say. In the past, we were never able to pulse DC fast enough to get that high of a frequency, but the computers are high-tech enough now that they can easily. So this high frequency emits, it causes the vibration in the liquid crystal to be at a high frequency. The liquid crystals have a lattice structure. They call it a trilattice structure. Now, I don't know that all crystals follow the exact same format. I'm not a crystal expert. You'd have to ask Les Brown. Airplanes coming, the birds are going nuts. I'm sitting here watching them. And I'm getting a bit confused now. That's how I know the airplane's coming. So anyway, where was I? Oh, the crystals emit different energies. And when pulsed at different frequencies, they emit different frequencies of their energy. You ever wonder why people just can't put down their smartphones? Or why they just seem to be so mesmerized by their televisions? I mean, it's already been well documented that the light frequency, the flicker rate, can induce hypnotic states. And that's just from the visible light. Well, your third eye, pineal gland, is an eye. And glands are, by the very sound of it, a gland is something that has a liquid in it. And liquid is very sensitive to vibration. I'm going to say that there's a liquid crystal inside your pineal gland. Probably in all of our glands. We have our bodily fluids. They form their different things. They form blood and sweat and tears. And then they go solo. But there's a liquid crystal inside your pineal gland. It's what is sensitive to the high frequency light that it sees, because you can see with it if it works. You don't see like you see with these eyes. You see with a connection of, let's call it common sense. It's your common sense eye. It's your, intuition, in a way, you might call it. And it's a connection with other people. And it's, they've been trying to stifle our connection between other people. Divide and conquer is the rule, right? The LCD screen, I'm saying, is a transmitter that transmits frequencies of light that are beyond your visible spectrum, but they're not. But they do interact with you. I mean, your pineal gland, if it works, will send and receive with this. When you put that phone up to your face and you're looking at it, or by your head, it's beaming its high frequency, let's call it a microwave, right into your head, or right into your eyes, right into your forehead, because as we know, radio works while you're driving through a tunnel, so obviously radio waves can go through things, and microwaves will cook the inside of something, so obviously they can go through things as well. You're holding that phone up to your face, and it's oscillating at ultra high frequencies with a liquid crystal display that emits light and color and shape to your visible eyes, but it also emits a wide spectrum of other frequencies. I don't know how many frequencies it can transmit, but I will guarantee you it transmits on other frequencies. That liquid crystal display is beaming straight into your brain something. Hypnotic suggestion? Buy Coke? Eat hot dogs? I don't know what they're saying. Hey, there's another flock of birds way over there. It's getting busy. Oh, what's that? It sounds like an airplane going over. I wish I was wrong sometimes. Whenever I was working out here the other day and I had to leave because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. It was continuous squawk, 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 squawk. The barn owl, sounding all fucking tortured. And as soon as one airplane would go over and start to trail off, the next one would be coming from this way and that way, round in circles, and just la-di-da. There's just all the private pilots are out today tooling in their plane in circles over your house like they do every day. Yeah, that makes lots of sense. The birds are going nuts. Yeah, that every time the plane approaches. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Do you need more proof that these high frequencies exist, you know? We talk about